You're checking out a Mornings with Lone Star podcast. Don't forget, I, Dick Schissler, your morning DJ, is live every weekday morning from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, and online at irlonestar.com with your morning radio show, Mornings with Lone Star, with weather and traffic at the top and bottom of every hour, and taking song requests on our Facebook page. If you want to be a guest on my show or sponsor Mornings with Lone Star, just contact me online at dick@irlonestar.com or call the station at 936-647-5747. Now, before we get to the interview on the podcast, I want to say a quick thank you to our sponsors of Mornings with Lone Star. For your morning coffee craves, or pretty much all-time coffee craves, make sure to check out Conroe Coffee at 206 North Main in downtown Conroe, Texas. And again, a very special thank you to the sponsors of Mornings with Lone Star. Now, the interview from Mornings with Lone Star. Casey Musgraves right there with Dime Store Cowgirl. It is 9:07 here on Mornings with Lone Star, your morning community radio show. And like I said before, we're going FM July 18th that week, and we're going to be expanding the hours for Mornings with Lone Star from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Right now, we're just going to do 8 to 10. So stick around for more morning shows and all this good stuff. And one other thing I love to do is have people from the community come in and talk about upcoming things in the community. And we have returning guests. We have Rebecca and we have Mary in the studio. Ladies, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Y'all doing all right?
Yeah.
That's good. I like when y'all come in and y'all talk about community theater. And theater is always a lot of fun. I actually, for my birthday, I got to see Beautiful, the musical.
Nice, Carole King.
Carole King. I'm a
Right.
big Carole King fan. I grew up. My mother was, and that's who got me on it. I didn't like it, but I like the music, and I hope she's not listening because she got me the tickets. But it's really funny because when you go to musicals, you're like, oh, I love the music, but to me, it was just the music. There wasn't really a play, and I always felt left out because Carole King has a great story. And
Yeah.
they they literally had little segues of people talking, and then it went to a song that she wrote.
Right.
And I didn't really feel any depth to it because her music's good, but you don't need to depend on that.
Well, that's different theater for different people. 'Cause
Right.
Sometimes
Everyone
I
loved
like-
it. Everyone
I was
loved it,
gonna
of
say,
course.
sometimes I like
Everybody
to see
but
a show
you.
like that because it's
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it went by really fast, too. And that's probably a first for me when I go see a music, because musicals are usually like 3 hours. And I'm like, man, is this song ever going to end? But all her music...
You have terrible, terrible musical theater experiences.
Well,
Dick. Come see a CCT show.
Yes.
Okay.
and you'll
Well, isn't
be
there a music? Isn't
pleasantly-
the musical coming up? Is that what this
It
is?
is. It's a CCT show. It's called The Music Man.
Okay,
It's a classic.
If you don't mind, Mary,
Sure.
tell people what CCT is.
CCT is Christian Community Theater. CYT, Christian Youth Theater, actually came out of CCT in San Diego, California. And CYT became so popular that CCT became the child of CYT. They switched places.
Well, I always see there's a need for like Christian youth theater because it's more of a development program.
Right.
Y'all do like
Right.
classes and
Right.
y'all do full productions, and it's all ages from like 18 below, correct? And then CCT, when I read it, I immediately thought, what about the parents who want to get involved?
Exactly.
Exactly.
And this is their great opportunity to come on out and audition and live their dreams on the stage.
Now, with this idea, is it similar platform to CYT where auditions are held and then you do the same amount of I guess practice and then rehearsals? Thank you. Yeah, I'm still not there with the theater terms. Theater terms, and
Theatre.
but with this, so we got the 10th on June 10th in Crighton Theatre coming up pretty soon, folks. Is the auditions for the Music Man, and all ages.
Yes.
And I guess you can say you want to, if I'm like a 6-year-old and I want to take the lead role, you can just go for it.
Absolutely. Go for it, but you're not going to be Harold Hill if you're 6 years old.
Well, you never know. You might have a star on your hands that's really young.
That's the difference between CYT and CCT.
Exactly.
CYT, we cast with youth. Every role is cast with youth.
Okay.
For CCT, Christian Community Theater, we cast age-appropriate actors in age-appropriate roles. So if the character is 35 years old, we look for somebody who looks 30 to 40 years old.
Was that the magic of show business? You make me look 35?
We could
I'm
make
giving you a hard
you
time. I'm just giving you a hard time.
15 if you.
But this is exciting, and the Music Man is a really neat play.
It is.
And I've seen it. I've seen the movie version too.
Right.
And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And one thing I want to touch on before we take a quick break, and then we'll come back and talk more about the audition process and things, is I want to know what the Christian element to these theaters are. Like, what's the difference? Why would I try out? Because you might be a religious person, but is that something that's driven with the Music Man? Is like, do y'all add your own twist to the Music Man? Or is it more of you just do family-friendly plays? So
I would say we do family-friendly plays, but we also keep everything with Judeo-Christian values in mind. So, but that being said, everyone is welcome. Everyone is welcome. We have a place for absolutely everybody. You do not have to be a Christian. You do not have to be
a theater major.
A theater major.
Right.
You can be anybody. You can be pumping gas in the afternoon and come on and hang out with us in the evening, and we're going to have a great time.
It's a great opportunity to perform at the Crighton Theatre. I think that would be
It
stage frights all over that place, I bet. But we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, I want to talk a little bit more detailed information, if you don't mind, like, what time everything starts, what's in the future for CCT, because this is the first show y'all have ever done. So I want to touch a little bit more about that. I'm hanging out with Rebecca and Mary with CCT, Christian Community Theater, sister service of CYT, talking about the upcoming auditions June 10th at the Crighton Theatre for The Music Man. All ages welcome. Stick around. We're going to listen to some sponsors and we'll be back shortly.
Imagine a place where you can sip on Italian coffee and have a sandwich, followed by a fabulous, delectable pastry. We invite you to stop by Conroe Coffee to experience old world charm. Conroe Coffee is located next to the historic Crighton Theatre in downtown Conroe. We are open 7 days a week. Please check our website for business hours at conroecoffee.com. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Have a caffeinated day.
Randy Rogers Band right there, Neon Blues. Thanks for taking that break with us. It is 8:16. Still hanging out with Rebecca and Mary of CYT and CCT. That's the new Christian Community Theater. All ages welcome, because we're doing their first show with The Music Man. Auditions are June 10th and callbacks June 11th. And the one thing I want to jump into, if you don't mind, is how long do you expect to be in rehearsals with this kind of stuff?
Our rehearsal schedule is usually 8 to 10 weeks. This rehearsal schedule will be about 8 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, because our shows are in August 18th, 19th, and 20th. So,
But we don't rehearse every day.
no.
It'll be Sunday afternoons and Mondays and Tuesdays in the evenings. That way we can accommodate people who work.
Yeah. So, I mean, because it's one thing I've always felt as a struggle for people is, and I also admire their dedication to
Right.
local community, because there's a lot of local community theater here in Montgomery County, and people spend a lot of time doing this stuff, and it shows in the show.
Right.
To me, when I go visit or go see all these plays, because I'm impressed pretty much 99% of the time seeing any plays put on here. So it's kind of neat. The Music Man, it has a good cast. There's ladies in.
There's a lot of places for everybody.
Yeah.
There are lots and lots of roles, lots of really good roles that people can find their creative juices and really let them flow. So
are you directing, Mary?
yes.
Okay, that's why you're here. Okay. Now, one thing we're going to have to touch on before we go is where can they find more information about The Music Man and the audition process? And I know CCT is new, and it's meant for all ages, and CYT is a youth program. So I imagine CYT has all the information.
Correct. You can visit our website, which is cythouston.org.
Okay.
And you'll be able to find on the right-hand column, there's a Music Man button that you can click on. We also have a Facebook page, which is CYT Houston, and you can find information there. And we have a Facebook group, which is CCT Music Man Auditions. And it's just informational. You can jump in and not say a word, or you can jump in and ask questions, or you can jump in and read all the stuff we've already posted. And anyone who doesn't want to get all this technical stuff, you can just email me, and I'm Rebecca at cythouston.org, and I will give you all the information you need, and I'm usually pretty quick about emails, so you should get it today because auditions are this Friday.
Yeah, it's nuts. And, before we go, I want to know, too, is how do I prepare? Because if I've never been part of a play, never seen The Music Man, I imagine you have to sing at this audition.
Yes, come prepared with approximately a 1-minute cut of a song that is similar in period to The Music Man. So anything Rodgers and Hammerstein from that kind of time. and you want that song to be either on a CD or on your phone or on an iPod, if people have iPods anymore, and then sing right along to it. If you want to do a monologue, you are welcome to do a monologue if you are auditioning for a non-singing role.
And just to remind people what's going on right now, I'm talking to Rebecca and Mary of CYT and CCT, that's Christian Community Theater, and they're having their first audition for their first play for all ages. We're doing Meredith Wilson's The Music Man on June 10th at the Crighton Theatre. Callback's June 11th, and you can find more information online with the Christian Youth Theater, right?
Yes.
Ladies, thank you so much for coming in and
Thank
sharing
you.
this. It's going to be at the Crighton Theater.
Yes.
What's the date to go see it? You said August
18th, 19th, and 20th.
So you have
there
3
will
days.
be a total of 4 shows, and they're going to sell.
We're doing 2 shows in a day.
We'll do a Thursday night, a Friday night,
Okay.
and 2 Saturday
Well,
shows.
that information is on CYT.
It will be on
Tickets
the-
are available. When will they be available to buy?
Soon.
July 1st.
Okay.
July 1st.
Yes.
There you go.
And rehearsals are in Conroe. So if you're in the Conroe, Montgomery area, Woodlands area, we're really close. We want everybody to come out.
It's a good opportunity. And again, all that information I'm going to be posting with the podcast version of this interview. So stick around. Mornings of Lone Star. Mary and Rebecca, thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks, Dick.
And we're going to get back to the music. It is 9:22. We got the weather coming at the bottom of the hour. And don't forget, the Cindy Cochran Show is coming up with, I believe, special guests, some police officers. And they're going to say, who done it? I think that's her new segment. And they're going to do a little play acting for you. So stick around. That's at 10 o'clock with the Cindy Cochran Show, starting at the talk block. And following them will be the weekly business hour. And then, of course, East Montgomery County News. And the new show starting today, Nerd Thug Radio. Here's some Sammy Sadler. This song's called No Place to Land. We got great music. We got Blue Edmondson, the Whiskey Prophets, Cody Jinks, and all that good stuff coming up on Mornings with the Lone Star. Here on IRLoneStar.com, Montgomery County's community radio station. And don't forget, July 18th, we're going to be going FM.
Thanks for checking out this production on Lone Star Community Radio, Montgomery County's radio station. For more information on this show and other shows on Lone Star, check us out online at irlonestar.com. If you're interested in sponsoring a program on Lone Star Community Radio and reaching the local audience of Montgomery County on FM, internet, and TV media, please call 936-647-5747 or contact us online at irlonestar.com. This recording is a Lone Star Community Radio production, produced by the show host and Dick Schissler of Lone Star Community Radio. Interested in volunteering as a music DJ or starting your own talk show? Contact Dick Schissler at dick@irlonestar.com or by phone at 936-647-5747.